Hello! Welcome to our Chatting with the Foundation, our first ever. And today we're going to talk about Verse Vino. It's summertime, but we are getting ready for November 1st, which is our 5th annual Verse Vino.
And this is Teleia, and I'm Karen.
That's right. And so we wanted to kind of walk you through some backstory of how we pick authors and
share some book ideas along the way that we've discovered.
So we want to thank PNC, who is our presenting sponsor for Verse Vino, and actually Barb Bascom got to go with us to Book Expo America.
Hey, Barb.
And that's where we got to select a bunch of books that we're going to talk to you about tonight.
All right, so Verse Vino, always a fun time when we get to go to Book Expo and we get to hear authors and meet authors, and we discover that not all authors are great speakers. So that's part of a lot of the fun. We listen to lots of panels. We go to some book signings. We have some fun dinners and lunches. So tell us who you would like to see at Verse Vino. We're always looking for suggestions. But let me go ahead and tell you that these are some that we always hear. Jodi Picoult. Who likes Jodi Picoult?
Me, I love Jodi Picoult.
And Lee Child.
Also,
who loves Lee Child?
Me too.
So they, of course, both have new books out this fall. One of our criteria for Verse Vino is we want New York Times bestseller and that they have at least a late summer or early fall release. So these are their new books coming out. And guess what? They are not coming to Verse Vino. We ask them every year. They're not coming, but stay tuned. Hopefully, next year or maybe a standalone event. Like we just had Emily Giffen on Friday night, standalone event. So maybe. Stay tuned. One of the fun things, as we mentioned, we get to just pick up a lot of free books and bring them back and share. And this one, somebody wrote, it's like The Help, but with more guns and alcohol. So we thought, how fun. We've definitely got to read this. New author for me, Tina Clark.
It's a memoir. It's nonfiction, so that should be a lot of fun to read. If you're from the South, I'm sure you can probably enjoy some of the anecdotes in here.
Yeah. And you know what, Talia, we might want to put those books back up here so people can see the titles. I don't know, I'm just thinking. This was one of Talia's favorite books that we heard about there. Debut author, so again, our criteria, typically New York Times bestseller, so we're not bringing a lot of debut authors, but we love to share them. You should keep them on your radar.
Also
who knows
set
when
in the
they might
South,
pop
in
up.
North Carolina, set on the North Carolina coast. So I think this is going to be a great one. And we've had a couple people in our office read it and say that's really great. So it's on my book list for this summer to read as well.
And what we heard was for fans of Barbara Kingsolver, Pat Conroy, and Celeste Ning, I think is how she pronounces her last name. So if you like any of those authors, check out Where the Crawdads Sing, Delia Owens. What you should do is go ahead and put your name on the holds list. On the library.
Go look her up in Bibliocommons. You'll find her.
Who else do we have? So here's one that we are keeping our eye on, and maybe, no spoilers, but maybe we'll invite him to Verse Vino, which is Elliot Ackerman. Talia wants me to show you the back.
Look at the picture on the back. He's cute.
He's really cute. He's actually a former White House fellow and a decorated Marine. He has a really interesting personal story. National Book Award finalist, so for those who really enjoy good writing literary fiction, this would be one.
And he's got a great library story too, so I think that's always a nice tie-in for us, is that he has a great library story.
And it's a little book too. Notice it's small. It's
little novella.
Okay. Mystery. We heard Ruth Ware on one panel. We loved her.
Very popular.
The Death of Mrs. Westaway is her new book. Here's the problem with Ruth Ware and why we can't invite her as easily to Verse Vino is, guess what, where she lives. She lives in England. She's also already out. She's not really doing touring during Verse Vino time, so it doesn't work out so well for us. Bummer, but we like her.
Next one.
Oh, here's one that was just, for me, fascinating. Dr. Mona, she wrote this book, What the Eyes Don't See. And she is a pediatrician who actually uncovered that children in Flint, Michigan were being poisoned by lead.
And so all of this book was based on her notes and her the other pediatricians that she was working with, their notes. So I thought that's really interesting because you don't have, I mean, this just happened, so to have that in real time I thought was a really interesting option here.
Oh, this is one that you enjoyed, Teleia. So we actually, this is Claire Adam, again, debut author, right?
Yes. And she's from Trinidad, and she's so delightful. I really enjoyed listening to her talk. So I definitely think this is one for you to put on your book list because I think she's going to be a great
And she is actually published by the Sarah Jessica Parker imprint of Penguin Random House. And fun for us, which was unexpected, we actually got to hear Sarah Jessica Parker introduce her and talk about this book and how much she loves it. And Teleia was so close to Sarah Jessica Parker at this breakfast.
I have a picture. I'll see if I can find it.
It was really fun. Okay, this was one that I loved hearing about. And again, debut authors that we just love their story. We happened to hear her speak, and she was really good. Again, just didn't quite fit our criteria for Verse Vino this year. But Vox,
yes, it is a great page turner. I've read it. It was like 24 hours. I was done with it. Chapters are really, really short.
And let me just read what the beginning of this is. In the all too realistic near future, the government has placed a limitation on the speech of women and girls: 100 words a day. The price for exceeding one's daily quota is a painful electric shock administered via the counter adorning each female wrist. So, what would you do if you only had 100 words a day?
Yep. And if you like Handmaid's Tale, then this is a great book that's right in that same genre. My husband said I'd run out of words as soon as I woke up, so I would be in trouble.
So Vox comes out in August 21st.
Yes, it's a great one.
Silent
Patient, also a thriller, really really good. There is a huge twist in it. You won't see it coming. So this is also a debut author who lives in England, but it's a good read to put on your list for the summer, especially a good beach read.
And we actually didn't get to hear him speak. We just heard about the book, but just for a variety of factors, not a good candidate for Verse Vino this year, but we wanted you to know about that. And then lastly, it's always fun to see authors who have appeared at Verse Vino in the past that we loved, that you all loved. So I don't know who was with us in 2016. 2016.
2016.
So who joined us in 2016? Bill Brand's, H.W. Brand's nonfiction history. He has a new book out called Heirs of the Founders. He was delightful at Verse Vino. And this is about the heirs of Washington, Jefferson, and Adams. And they battled one another for the presidency and tried to continue pushing the country forward. So look for him.
Yep.
And then one that we continue to hear great things about when we had her, which was 2015, Karen Slaughter. If you joined us in 2015, super funny.
Yes.
Really super funny.
Great books.
Lives in Georgia. And her new book, this is my personal one that I'm going to be reading next week, is Pieces of Her.
Yes.
So, dark.
I have to wait till the daytime to read
dark, twisted, all kinds of good things. But that's her new book as well. So that's a quick peek at some that we saw, one or two that we're considering for Verse Vino. More to come as the summer progresses.
If you would like us to send you one of our galleys that we picked up, then leave us a message below and we'll send you a galley.
Might not be one of these because we might not have
but
anymore, but we have tons of others.
If you want to get tickets, check our website, which is cmlibrary.org, foundation.cmlibrary.org. So keep checking back for our website. Tickets will be going on sale later this summer.
That's it.
All right. See you next time.